Okay, we're here with Thomas Purves, and he is a blogger and a technologist based out of Toronto. And he just gave a fantastic talk on the future of mobile internet for the Web Canada 3.0 conference, and wanted to talk to Thomas a little bit more about where he sees opportunities for the social web intervening with the mobile web, and some of the challenges and opportunities that's creating for marketers.
So from my perspective, the reason mobile changes the game for marketers is that it's an accelerant of what's already been happening with social media and what's already been happening with the web. So the original innovation of the web meant that there were new ways to distribute your product, new ways to market your product through the internet channel. But the internet was often cyberspace, and you had to communicate to people when they were sitting down at their desk or in their basement or back at the office, and through a little portal window that was anchored and tethered to the wall. And then with social media, the trend accelerated in that consumers were getting much better informed and sharing ideas and getting much better at also filtering out marketing messages and trusting advice from friends more than necessarily official messaging about a product. And so entering the conversation has become really important for marketers in the social media space. And what mobile now is doing is the final shoe to drop in that process, where because of mobile technology and mobile social media, we now have access to that information all of the time. So we don't have to go back and say, oh, I'm standing in the aisles of the store and say, should I buy product A or product B? I could go, back to my home and Google it and look up consumer reports online, or I don't have to do that anymore. I can whip open my phone and I can find out if the store down the street has it for $1 cheaper, or if another product is better, product A is product better than product B.
Or if somebody in your network has bought that product and has a review and has given it a validation, or can give you some idea of where you might be able to get it for a better price.
Yeah, or vice versa, exactly. So this is a challenge for marketers and product designers too, that you can't necessarily rely on your voice and pushing stuff through the channel, or it just being placement on the shelf is necessarily going to get you purchase behavior. Consumers are becoming more informed, and they're becoming more informed in a timely manner now because of mobile technology. So it's real time and it's omnipresent, and so you can't just compete on price, and you can't just compete on placement, and it's going to make the job of product managers harder, and that you're going to have to compete more on quality, more on service, and more on that relationship that you have with the customer than on older techniques of mass market media.
And obviously, the role of consumers, for marketers, shifts to facilitating that conversation and allowing those conversations between consumers to happen in a way that is both productive in terms of real sales, but also in a way that is in line with your branding and corporate
Absolutely.
communication.
And I think that businesses need to think of marketing in a big picture perspective, and that you can't think of marketing as just a marketing communications function. It's got to be integrated with product strategy, with product delivery strategy, with sort of the ethos and entire image of your company, in the sense that it's not just about broadcasting, get the product as a marketing manager, the product lands in your lap, here's its features and benefits, tell the world, come back and let me know when you're done. You've got to have a much more larger holistic picture of it and be smarter and more integrated with the other functions within your company. And feeding back too, it's got to go both directions.
That's right. Any tools that are on your radar right now that are kind of bridging this gap?
Absolutely. I think the single most interesting tool in the social web today is something by a Toronto company called GigPark. And I don't know if you're on GigPark, but GigPark is a fantastic social recommendation tool that I've found you find service people, for example, easily. Like I found a dog walker and a cleaning lady through the service, but I've also had flat screen TVs recommended for me and other products, and it's almost like a Facebook for recommendations, or Twitter. Maybe Twitter's better analogy for recommendations, where you say, I need advice about product A or product B or services, and it only reaches out to people you know or people they know. So instead of an Amazon.com where 80% of people thought this product was okay, which is tough to make use of because, hey, I don't know those people on the internet, I don't know who they are, and well, that doesn't really help me because 80% of most products are okay. What's the real personal recommendation? And GigPark only provides recommendations back from people that you know or people that they know. And you're also motivated to provide meaningful feedback on products because you're responding to a request of somebody that you know is in your social network. So you're actually going to put some thought into making a product review and passing it along. And so I think, and plus the site is just implemented really well. They use social media tools very cleanly. It has an almost spookily magic way of acquiring your friend network from Twitter and Facebook and just instantly bringing that all into the site for you.
It's I haven't checked it out, but I will be sure to. Thanks very much, Thomas.
Thank you.
Cheers.